Welcome back to another episode of the Bear Trap on the Boomer Bust channel, a Bears podcast by a Bears fan. I'm your host, Terry, and today we're doing a film session looking at Justin Fields. So if you're not a part of the community on on YouTube, you should be. But also, I let y'all know, I have recorded this already, and I actually recorded the Bears defense. I recorded 4 drives from the defense, 2 touchdowns, 2 punts. And my audio wasn't hooked up, so I had to redo it. I'm not redoing the defense one. Long story short, the defense is okay. Mariota was more the reason that they were able to get them off the field. But anyway, Justin Fields. So yeah, I already saw this, and I could tell you that watching it twice, Justin Fields played a bad game. Real bad game, and I'm sure that'll be the title. But yeah, he definitely played a bad game. Now keep in mind, I will say Schofield and Reef aren't the starters. Some people will say, so what, the starters are bad. I don't think they are as bad as these two, but even with that, you'll see the offensive line wasn't that off. And then also keep in mind, this is the worst pass defense in the league. So anyway, with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get it started and then dive into all the passes except, like I said, kind of those quick passes, bubbles that aren't really anything we need to look at. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get started. All right, we are back for the second time. We are back for the second time. I have to redo this again. But that is okay because I love the people. Okay, so we got trips to the left, single high. We're going to see pretty much single high the whole game here. So we do a swing motion, top of the drop. You're going to get a smash concept. So we're going to get a hitch here, and then we're going to get a flag, and then flat route and some vertical backside. Not a huge fan of this design because the thing is, now we'll see that Montgomery's going to get this ball and get some yards. Montgomery's a good runner, obviously, blah, blah. But overall, I just don't like the concept of having 2 people in the flat and then having a third route go to the flat. I feel like you could do something else with that because, you know, it's different. If these are vertical or whatever, you're pulling their attention. But once they are in the flat, their eyes are here too. And so you already are drawing defenders to the same area. But, again, Montgomery's a good runner, and he's going to make some yards. The film kind of tweaked out there, but, you know, you can imagine. But we'll look at the pass rush too as well. So, I mean, overall, yeah, you could have threw one of those hitches, but I think it was a good check down. I'm fine with it. They rushed 4 and it was fine. This film's been tweaking a little extra lately, but yeah, we got a lot to get to, so I won't dwell on that too much. Like I said, I think Justin did a good job there as far as checking down. I'm not mad at it. Don't love the concept though. And so I'll be really focusing on concepts, Justin and the receivers, and then of course the pass rush. So we're down in the red zone. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I wonder if it's gonna do. I'm so upset for a lot of reasons. The recording didn't go through, but one weird thing it kept doing is every time I paused it, it would just randomly show a clip of Mariota, and I thought it was funny because I just started calling it being Mariota. But anyway, so this is going to be a reverse bootleg or reverse pivot bootleg. Not something that I've ever seen, really, if it decides to work. But he's going to start the sprint out here and then bootleg back. And then you're just going to have your typical kind of waggle, whatever you want to call it. So you're going to have the drag. You're going to have the intermediate crosser. And then you're going to have the deep route. And then Fields ends up getting it batted. So one thing that I was talking about that's going to be interesting is to see how teams continue to play. So you have pretty much by the end of the year, you'll probably have Falcons and Detroit at bottom 3 pass defenses. And both of them, the last 2 weeks, they've been leaving somebody backside and punching it because they know that even though we pass a lot this game, 90% of our, not 90, but a big chunk of our passing game is bootleg. So now I'm wondering if teams going forward are going to continue to do that as well. So they leave someone backside, they punch it, causing Justin to have to adjust and make the throw quicker, and then ends up getting it batted. All right, so the next one is not too far. A little bit around the corner. All right, so we'll let that roll. All right, so again, we're back. We're still in the red zone here. We got 2x2. Why does it always happen at the top of the play? So this is the touchdown. This, again, like I was saying during the recap, worst pass defense in the league. Now, they're going to do a switch release, and it's going to cause a rub between these two. They're in man coverage. I think they're in man 2 probably. These safeties are really close, but probably in man 2. But, you know, they're in dime. Everybody's lined up. This is man. And actually, if you look down the bottom of the screen, Komet's going to be wide open too. Both sides created a collision. And again, just bad defense. So that's wide open. And I don't really need to look at the pass rush because it was a quick read and we got things to do. Okay. Coming up on this next one. All right. So anyway, we're in a heavy set, but we're going to play action. Broken play action. So the linebackers and everybody knows this pass coming. So we got 2 out in the route at the top of the drop. And it's basically like 2 big curls. I don't really like this at all. I mean, I don't like this concept really at all. But Justin takes off and runs. I do think Mooney, you could hit that. That'll be open if you were making a pass, but we're going to look at the pass rush, excuse me. So they're going to do 3 in the middle, 2 on the edge. They only send 4. And so with Justin, you got to step up and make this pass. And we'll see this throughout the game. If you want to, and Reef will do this quite throughout the game. If you want to, if the defender is going to win, you want him to win wide, because if the rest of the pocket is good, the quarterback can step up. Like he wins, he just runs around Reef after the contact. Reef started with good contact, then he runs around, but he runs around, so now the pocket is still there. You can step up and make a play here, but he decides to take off. And, you know, that's the thing every week. Did Justin Fields need to take off? And, of course, the answer is different for every play. But that's, you know, that's the game we play every week. And so, Mariota. Mariota. So, anyway, we are in empty quads to the right. All right. Sorry. All right, top of the drop. This is one of those concepts that I liked. What you're going to have is a corner route from the inside guy. Then you're going to have, I think, I wanted it to be a post, but I think he's going to come down on a curl here, or stop, whatever. But either way, and then you have Claypool on another stop. And then you got these 2 in the flat. Now, of course, 5 receivers. This is everybody out, so you could cover a lot of space. But I just like this concept a lot, especially against a man beater. But a cover 3 beater, too, because if he does a post with this corner, I mean, that's wide open. But yeah, sorry, he doesn't do a post. He goes vertical, but I wanted it to be a post. But Mooney goes vertical, beats his man. Justin Fields just overthrows him. I don't know if I need to rewind it so you can see that, but you probably saw it during the game. Justin Fields overthrows Mooney, who is wide open. This film is really on one by a couple yards. Usually pretty good deep accuracy, but he just missed that one. So then they do this thing a couple times throughout the game. They might have one guy here, but then they'll put 2 round of tackles and one that's extra wide. And we have the 2 chippers. I've said previous games, I like in the empty set where we have the 2 on the edge to chip and then release. I really like that. Because then you get all 5 in the route, but then you also get extra protection. So this is covered up. They only send 3. Stun inside. It's picked up. No pressure. Fields just misses that. That's on him. All right, so let's get to this next one. All right, so we not in the red zone, in the green zone though. So there's gonna be a play action off jet. Now what you're gonna see? Jesus, it was not this bad the first time around. All right, so what you're gonna see is Komet coming across. You're gonna have this flat. You're going to have a vertical, and then you're going to have Komet coming across, and I think he's coming across too. But either way, yeah, you got people coming. Now, this is a play that is really going to be a microcosm of the discussion about Justin Fields. Because Justin gets a nice run here, picks up the first. But, as you'll see, the question is, did he need to do that? And could he have made a play? And I personally think yes. So the defender stays home. He punches. Now, do you think Justin Fields can outrun this guy to the edge? I do. I think Justin Fields, already on the move, can not run to the edge, but run to buy him time for Komet to come across. Because, so you'll see Komet's coming across. You know he's coming across. You just got to run and then put this in space. Now, the but the decision is you have a guy Fields that can do this. He can make that guy miss in space. Make that guy miss in space one-on-one and take off. Not saying that he can't, but the question is that what you want? And that's really the big back and forth right now about Justin Fields. And for me personally, I prefer him to make that pass, to try and make that pass. I'm not killing him for running, but I prefer him to try to make that pass. But we see he can make that play. Okay, so we got trips to the right. And this is one of those plays. So, interesting design. What you got is Mooney coming out of the backfield. He's going to check now. You got Montgomery lined up wide running a drag. Then you got an out route, and then you're going to have something vertical here. Now, to me, we'll show from the end zone. To me, this is on Fields because, you know, people were going to say, oh, he have time. Now, look here. Here's the reason. Mariota. Here's the reason that Mariota. Here's the reason that he got sacked, or that the pressure came, I should say. So we're going to have this one guy, Jarrett, keep doing that, Grady Jarrett. And then Carter is going to loop around. Now the problem is Schofield's not going to move his feet. His hips are turned. He is locked in on Jarrett. He's not going to do anything. So Carter's going to be able to loop around wide open because they can't pass this off because Schofield's not even looking. So he's wide open. So I get that part. But at this point, at the top of the drop, pressure's nowhere near. You got Montgomery coming this way, and you got Mooney already open at the check down. And this is what I talk about with Justin Fields. People like, what do you mean can't read? Justin doesn't understand our plays in concept versus the defense. And obviously he knows what the routes are supposed to be. And this isn't even a pre-snap thing. This is a just reading the field thing. As a quarterback, any of these quarterbacks, you have to know where everybody is. You should know. And so you should know at this point, the linebacker turned his hips, he vacated. The slot defender is the only other person that can cover that drag. The slot is wide out with the other slot. Or the slot defender is wide out with the slot receiver. You know this is wide open. The drag is coming. But even if you don't do that, Mooney's going to come in the picture. Or I guess he won't in this picture. It's another play later. But we know from the wide, Mooney was sitting right there. So I'll go back. Because, yes, you got a free runner. That's fine. Not everything's going to be clean in the pocket. But you had enough time to make a play. Oh, wow. We got Mariota and started all the way over. Yeah, Mariota again. What is happening right now? I apologize, even though it's not my fault. Okay. We are getting somewhere closer back to this play. Jeez, us. Okay, I need to back up a little bit. Okay, sorry. Gotta make the point with the visuals. Okay, so again, we'll take it from the top. You see where everybody's at. Again, the pressure's not here. Mooney's there. He's open. And Justin's looking that way. If you want to say Justin didn't look that way, A, he should have. B, fine. Mooney's right there. Dump it down. He doesn't. He just takes the sack. And we'll see that more than once throughout this game. And that's one of the things that's the maturation you got to have with Justin Fields. Because there was no excuse there. That free runner, don't argue with me about that. That didn't mean anything. Before that free runner even got close to Fields, he had an option. All right, so next play. Let's see. All right, we came out of trips. We motioned the trips with our fullback. So I remember this play. You're going to have three verts. You're going to have the inside guy come across the middle. You're going to have Komet on the seam, and you're going to have the fullback out wide. I don't know how to pronounce that man's name. Then you got the flat with Montgomery. So this is going to go to Komet. Komet, again, makes the best catch of the year. Like, look at, bro, he's fully extended, and he's getting hit, and he catches it. He didn't bobble it to himself. He caught it. But Justin Fields is terrible ball placement. I mean, so look here. He makes this throw. Now, if this corner's not there, I guess you could lead him. But even you let him too much. But still, you could lead him. But with these two guys, and the safety doesn't get there, but with these two guys, you got to be thinking as a quarterback, okay, I can't lead him. Just assume they're going to collapse on the ball. So I can't lead him into that. So I need to put it over this linebacker and in here, into this space. This is the space. And really the safety is following the inside vertical. So he's vacating. This is the open space to put it into. Komet completely bails Justin Fields out. Justin Fields put that in the wrong place. I'll just say that. I don't think we need to look at the pass pro. They did their job, so we are going to 26. But yeah, that ball placement, I mean, he got bailed out by Komet, but Komet did make the greatest catch of the year. So far, the greatest catch of the year. Okay. After this play, we'll be at the right one. All right, so from under center, we motion to, well, it doesn't matter. It's a play action. Boot the other way. Oh, my God. So, this one, and we'll go from the end zone copy. I think that you could make this pass if you Justin Fields. So, Justin ends up throwing it away. We get the boot. They have someone backside, kind of drops in coverage. So this safety, for whatever reason, maybe just trying to make a play, punches down on EQ. But he has a real bad angle, and so EQ is going to end up outrunning him. So at first, the safety's there. I get it. But now EQ's outran him. The safety's behind him. Put that ball into space. But he continues to run and just throws it away. And so that's one of those plays where, in my mind, you could have made that. And so, actually, we're on this play next. So we got bunch trips to the right. Sorry. Pause at the top of the drop. So we got a crosser, a whip route. I think he crosses or he curls. But either way, the whip is going to be open. I think that's an easy completion. And a nice play design. I really like that play design. Like, get those two crossers and then that whip route, because you know if there's a defender sitting on that whip, there's no defender sitting here. So I always like I always say, attack all the zones. I like the concepts where, look, you know if it's not there, then it's here. And Reef got beat on that one, but obviously not too bad where Fields was still able to make that throw. Okay. Let's go to the next. Which comes after the kickoff. Potentially. Okay, here we go. All right, we got 2x2 out of the shotgun. They got single high. Oh, my God. Mariota. So this is all hitches. And I hate all hitches. I always hate all hitches. But so if we watch it from the beginning, you'll see that. And I don't know if this is pre-snap. To me, I feel like this is more design, but it might be a pre-snap read. But either way, Fields knows exactly where he wants to go, grips it and rip it to Claypool. Nice little pickup. I think, like I said, I think it was kind of a one-read situation, but it is all hitches, so it's very possible that Fields saw the defender playing off and said, okay, that's where I'm going to go, because that's what you do in hitches. You just want to find which hitch has the most space. Okay, yeah, this is where we want to be. So we got trips to the right. This film is just not with it today. Okay, all right. Trips to the right. Let's see if we get it to play or not. All right, so we at the top of the drop. You got a hitch, curl, whatever you want to call it there. Let's see what we got the rest. You got another curl here. You got a post, and then you got a drag coming across the middle, or a crosser. Not drag, sorry. You got a crosser coming across the middle. So Fields takes off. So let's look at the pass rush. So they end up sending 4. Man. Alright, so they end up sending 4. I think I remember this play. Yeah, so Grady Jarrett beats his man. Bad. Beats Whitehair. But Mustaford picks it up. So, at this point, you have a pocket. You have a pocket. And so we know the deep crosser's coming. And that takes time to develop. They recovered. They got Jarrett. Now, you could step up here and even move this way and get ready for the crosser because it's coming towards you. Or you can stay here and wait for that crosser make the play. Because, look, Justin's going to take off. And you're going to say, oh, that defender was there. That if you stay here in the pocket, then Schofield has a chance. He's there. But once you get vertical up and down the field, then the defender could just turn his hips and lead a block. So that's easy for the defender to go chase. Now, yes, he made a scramble. He made a play. But, again, there is a bigger play to be made. And on top of it, that's the question. Is that what you want Fields doing? Actually, we're going to the next play. But is that what you want him doing? I think that play was there to be made if he just stayed in the pocket or worked the pocket better. So then we got bunch trips to the right. All right, top of the drop. We had 2 kind of run across. We'll have a flat here. We got a crosser coming here and a vertical here. I think he's going to end up running a stop route. No, he just goes vertical. And, yeah. So, this, I didn't like this design because I really wish this was just a drag route. So, this isn't on Fields. Obviously, instead of an actual drag, he turns it to whatever, just a hitch. And so does the other crosser. And I wish this play was just him running a drag, because it's going to be easier to throw this into open space to a man running than it is obviously throwing a contested pass. But Justin Fields, this is the play design. So Justin Fields can't help that that's the pass that he has to make. And so he's under duress. He makes the pass, and they get the completion, I think. But either way, it's just on the play design side, I didn't like that. I really wish they would just continue to run across. Because, yeah, he just runs across. That's an easier throw. You just put that into space, let him run on it, and then he can run after the catch. And so Justin has to make a throw under duress. I guess I can look at the pass rush for you if you didn't see it. I mean, it's Schofield. I mean, he's fighting, but Grady Jarrett's a monster. People be sleep on him. It's really Grady all day. Okay, the next play. Okay, we got 2x2. Ooh. Let me back this up so we can see the route combo. All right, top of the drop. We got 2 crossers. We got a curl here. We got a wheel route. Kind of similar to what we just had, except for Claypool keeps running. And Justin takes off. So let me back up a little bit. It keeps skipping at the part I'm trying to see. I know we got 2 people running crossers underneath. Oh yeah, okay, I remember this play. Okay. So this is on Justin. This is on Justin. So what's going to happen here is, for whatever reason, they're going to call a slide. The line's going to slide to the left. And Carter, the overhang is going to be, or that's not Carter, that's someone else, but the overhang is going to be wide open. Now, this is on Justin Fields. Because, now, yes, I don't know if it was a miscommunication, maybe, but it's the same concept in empty. When you go empty, they blitz a lot. That means you got to be hot. So the quarterback is responsible for the free rusher, meaning he has to know where the hot route is and get it there. So right now, Montgomery's hot. And you can see it in the wide. I guess I go back. But he's wide open. That linebacker is not with him yet. He's wide open, and he's staring at him, which makes me even more confused of why this happened. So, for whatever reason, instead of making that throw, he decides to take off. And yes, he got a gain, but and we'll see later, it's these things where I'm just like, he's just not seeing it. Montgomery's open right now. He's hot, and you're looking at it that way. He's hot. Get him that ball. There's even a natural rub here. He could make some yards. But for whatever reason, Fields decides not to throw the ball. All right, so our next play is around the corner, I believe. Yeah, so we are empty. We got the 2 chips, the late release. And then, so these guys go vertical, and then you got to stop route. This is one that really frustrates me. Both of these dudes is wide open. I mean, wide open. And what Fields decides, or why Fields decides to wait and not make that play, I have no earthly idea. I know it's skipped, but you can see the pocket's clean. He's not under pressure. Fields waits to throw that pass and gets it back down. Like, I really just don't understand why. I just it keeps doing that, but at this point, y'all saw the play. I really don't understand why, because right off the snap, these two are going to be open. The middle, they vacate. There's nobody in the middle. You got 2 open guys. And for whatever reason, Fields decides to wait and tries to throw it in late and gets it batted down. All right, so next one. Okay. All right, so we're in pony, what they like to call it, basically 21 personnel. We got 2x2 tight end, or 2. We got tight end and 2 backs. We're going to have a play action here. 2-man route. I swear, this thing. So you got a 2-man route, and they both run stops. Again, don't love it. It's spaced out, but I don't know why you run that. But anyway, so Mooney runs a stop over the middle, and then EQ runs a stop. Mooney's going to be open here. Justin Fields gets sacked, and he does not have to. So we'll watch it. Now, this is a play action, so my God. I would pay an extra $100 to just get clean film. I would pay, or y'all could give me the money to pay. But anyway, so it's a zone play action. So everybody's going to zone right. What's going to happen is Iodonis is going to come back around, and there's nothing much Schofield can do here because you're in a zone. You're on the move, and this guy's already occupied. Or the right tackle's occupied. So it's not much you can do because Iodonis is going to come back. He's going to come around the grain. And, yeah, I mean, he made a good move. So he's going to end up being open. But you can see here, Justin still had, before Iodonis gets close, he has a pocket. You know where Mooney is. Now, look, Iodonis is on his way. Mooney is right there. You'll see him in the frame. And Justin is staring right at him. But Justin, for whatever reason, doesn't make the throw. Tries to run and gets sacked. See, I'll go back. So, I'll go back even more. I'll try to pause it at the moment so you can see, because this isn't me like asking the impossible. At this point, Mooney's open, and if you throw with anticipation, he's been open. Iodonis has not got nowhere near Justin Fields yet, and Justin is staring at him, and he just does not make the throw. And then the film tweaks out, but you saw what I was seeing, and that's what's important. Let's just skip. It's around the corner. The next play is at 50, so should be after this play. Okay, so setting up 2x2 shotgun, single high defense. Top of the drop. It's all hitches. I don't know. Again, I hate all hitches. It's all hitches. Nothing's really open. I mean, you got Montgomery here in the flat to check down with. Ooh, excuse me. Justin Fields escapes the sack, tries to make a play, but not on him. That's the play design in the O-line. We can see here. I mean, he has a pocket, but yeah, Grady falls down. The end loops back inside. You know, Reef can't do anything about that. And I think I don't know if he face masked or if he just got the helmet, but anyway. But yeah, by the time Montgomery releases for the check down, he's already under pressure. And he makes a play to get away, but can't make that play. So that one is not on Fields at all. Like I said, I don't know too many times I've seen good things come out of all hitches. Especially if it's not a good quarterback. Like Mahomes, maybe, but all hitches is never great. All right, so top of Paul, no. All right, so top of the drop. You had a crosser from Mooney. He's going to the edge. Another crosser behind that. Got a flat route. Got check down and then another flat route. And then Justin ends up checking it down, which I think was the right decision. So off the play action. I know that kind of skipped around. I mean, you definitely probably could have hit Mooney because his defender fell, but, you know, that's a wide pass. I'm not too upset about that. Fields is looking down the middle. I mean, he did look that way, but this keeps skipping. Either way, the check down was fine. Okay, we're going to skip to the next play, which is around the corner. So after this run play, we're getting towards the end here. All right, so we're going to motion to empty. We had a chip block here. Let's see, that was top of the drop. So this... I'm trying to remember. I feel like this was supposed to be something like a screen or something, but if you see here, I'll go back because you got to see what I'm talking about. So you'll see Mooney starts blocking. He starts stalk blocking. And so I'm like, okay, was this supposed to be a screen or something? and everybody in Pringle was coming across on a slant. So I don't know if this was supposed to be a screen or something, but you'll see Whitehair. He's the issue here. So Grady Jarrett's gonna go. Whitehair lets it go completely, and nobody's there. We know. So I'm assuming this was supposed to be some type of screen. Now that I see Schofield's running too. Hold on. Let's back it up. Let's back it up, Jack. Cause Schofield left too. They're empty. I'm trying to see who this is supposed to be a screen to. Okay. Yeah, so this was supposed to be a screen to the running back. I really don't know why Justin didn't throw that. I didn't catch this the first time. I was really trying to figure it out. So I mean, he's open. Okay, well, we'll watch from the end zone copy. I am not sure why Justin did not throw that. Okay, so so he's already there. I don't know. I don't know why he didn't throw. And we'll see it later, not to spoil it, but we'll see another play like that later where to me, we're doing the next play. If you don't like it, then turf it or throw it away out of bounds. Like I don't get why he did that, but I still think you could have made that play. Just throw it over the end. Maybe he was scared of getting it batted. I don't know, but I feel like you could have made that play. All right, so we got trips to the right. All right, top of the drop. Well, let's get more top of the drop. So we got a curl by Claypool. Everybody else is still running. He's blocking. Oh, yeah, we got screens. So we got screens. Actually, is this the play literally that I was just talking about? Did they run that back to back? So, yeah. So this is what happens. You got Schofield out on the screen. I'm still not entirely convinced I like the way this is designed, but Schofield has to go on the screen. So you got an end that loops in, and Schofield has to go. So he's hot, or he's unblocked, whatever you want to call it. So Schofield goes out for the screen, and Justin Fields. Now again, I think you can make that pass, but what quarterbacks are typically taught is you drift back in those situations and throw it, or you get it out quick. Justin tries to avoid the hit and gets sacked. And so once again, as I just said the last play, if you don't like it, turf it. Why do you take that hit? You don't need to. Because, look, when you have these types of screens, these slip screens and whatever, quarterbacks, you got to take the heat. It's going to be anything can happen. You got to unblock people by purpose. So you need to drift back. Or, like I said, if you can't get it there quick, then you need to turf it. Instead, he takes a hit that he doesn't need to. Okay. The next, where are we at? That can't be right. Oh, okay. The next one is 52. So, yeah, it's a common thing I've seen throughout this, and we'll see it a bit again. What's his name? Fields has stone feet in the pocket. As weird as that sounds for as fast as he is, he has stone feet in the pocket. All right, so empty set. Single high. Okay, top of the drop. This is almost an all hitch, basically an all hitch with a couple flat routes. Since you're in empty, you got extra people, so just run somebody to the flat, and he makes that throw to Claypool, and I think it's fine. I think that's the right decision. It was we don't have the first downs markers and stuff, but you can tell from the top of it that they didn't have that far to go, and so they pick up the first down. You just needed a simple completion. So, not mad at that, even though I hate all hitches. All right, so next play, we're under center. Play action. Oh, my God. All right, so we got 2-3 out in the route. Now, this one, I didn't love. So, this is the big play he ends up making to Montgomery. So, play action. We out in the route. I mean, I ain't hate it. Because, so, you got the vert, and then you got the stop. Now, you got two defenders when he's going vertical, so Justin probably just decided, okay, that's not where I want to go. And then that vertical's obviously covered. So now you got this. And then Kmet, too, kind of could slip out if he wanted to. But they improvised there. And Montgomery goes vert. And then Fields has incredible ball placement on this one as compared to some of the other passes. So, Mariota. Plenty of time. I mean, I hate this. I think I was thinking of a different play, but yeah, I hate this. That was just making something out of nothing. I don't like the play design, I think is probably what I meant to say. Because, yeah, those two routes, I just feel like you could have did way more with the space that you had. Where are we at? So, okay, so we coming up on the last couple. Mariota. All right, so they motion down to basically a bunch of trips. Oh, that was actually perfect. So top of the drop, we got Mooney coming across. We got Kmet in the flat. Oh yeah, so this is the one. We also got Montgomery in the flat. So Justin's going to run around here and ends up making the completion to EQ on the scramble drill. Now, as you already saw, Kmet was wide open. So we're going to watch from the end zone copy. Because the pocket's clean. Kmet does more than chip. He pretty much helps out and blocks. Let's go. He is wide open. So Fields is staring at Mooney down the field. He's covered. And so he's looking left, he's looking right. So he looked back right, and I know he saw Kmet. Kmet is wide open. He's staring at it. He had two chances to throw it. Decides not to. And then starts running around. Ends up making a play. But for the life of me, I can't tell you why he didn't throw this ball. So we'll go back just so we can see it from the wide angle. Right here. Kmet's wide open. Fields looks wide open. Doesn't throw the ball. Have no clue why. I have no clue. Somebody will have to let me know later. Uh-oh, this gonna crash. Oh, it didn't, thankfully. Thought I was gonna get Mariota. Okay, so alright, so now we're in the white zone. We got trips to the left. So everybody's pretty much covered. We'll take it from the end zone. So they plaster, they go man. Everybody's pretty much covered. They're kind of just running whatever. They all getting beat up. So not too mad at Justin because nothing's really open. I mean, you could kind of, if you want to, you could try to fit that into there, and hopefully he boxes out. I think that's an option, but I don't blame him for not wanting to do that. So he scrambles out. Now, we end up getting a flag or whatever, but he scrambles out, and Claypool is coming across. So this isn't, oh my God, this isn't an easy throw by any means. But he's running this way, Claypool's coming this way. And he throws it, and this ball is horrible. It goes way high. Now again, not an easy throw coming across your body, but this is where you want to throw it. Even with Grady Jarrett, you could sidearm that. Look, I mean, just the angle from where he is, from where Justin is. You sidearm that. That's got velocity that's coming right in there. But bad mechanics, and that ball sails on him. Not catchable. Not by us. Almost an interception. And then we got the last play, which is an actual interception. The last play of the game, after Justin scrambles and gets hurt, a little banged up, potentially dislocated shoulder that play, who knows? Mariota. Okay, so trips to the right. So you had Komet go down the field on a post. You had vertical down at the bottom. You had Mooney coming across, and you had a hitch. And then you also had another hitch, a little check down by Montgomery. So we'll take this from the end zone copy, because Fields, for whatever reason, waits to throw this ball. Now, you can see the entire time Montgomery's open, and his eyes are there. His eyes are over there. Now, why he goes back, okay, fine. He knows he's going there. He gets ready to make this throw. He could have got it to him earlier, but whatever. He goes to make this throw, and he throws off his back foot. He hops, throws off his back foot, and this ball sails on him. And Montgomery tries to make it. It's tipped. It's intercepted. Again, you saw the pass rush. Nobody was at his feet. Like, you could say Grady was coming in on him, but Grady's not at his feet. By the time he sets up throw, Grady wasn't nowhere. I wouldn't say nowhere near him, but he wasn't in his vicinity. And I have no idea why Justin decided to hop and throw this pass. Like I said, again, by the time he's ready to throw, I have no clue. Like, no one's around his feet, but he hops, throws it off his back foot, ball sails, interception. And so, overall, you just look at it. I'm interested in the comments and everything, but I mean, it's on the field. You see it. Yes, and keep in mind, again, Schofield and Reef aren't the starters. Some people will say that doesn't matter. They're just as bad. I don't agree at all with Jenkins. For Borum, I don't think he's great, but he has a strength that Reef doesn't have. But still, even with those two backups, the line, for the most part, didn't mess up, like, to the point where they're beat off the line, pressure's right in his face. Fields creates some of these problems. And he creates it by not moving his feet in the pot. And there was one sack, and I must have went over it, but there was one sack where Fields didn't have to get sacked. It might have been that earlier one. He could have stepped up in the pocket, but his feet are planted. He doesn't move at all in the pocket. And that's not me making up something about Fields. It's literally a gradable trait that I grade quarterbacks on when I do the draft stuff every year. You have some quarterbacks that are just statues in the pocket. And yes, you can get better, but that's just not their instinct. They want to stand at their spot and make a throw. And you have to understand your feet need to be buzzing. You need to be able to manipulate the pocket and make a throw. You can't just plant your feet and make a throw at the top of the drop every time. And so because of that, you're giving the defense an easy aiming point. If they're making them run wide, if the tackles are making the D ends run wide, then you need to step up so that they're out of the play. If you stay in the same spot, well, now they're still in the play and they can get a sack. But you see what I'm talking about as far as he doesn't understand where all his people are. You can tell 100%. And he doesn't understand pre-snap how the defense's coverage and their look is going to mesh up with the pass concept that they're about to do. And then post-snap, you can see he's not reading. He's not seeing the field. He's just not seeing the field at all. And so, I don't want to hear about the running and all that. Quarterback play-wise, Fields played bad. He played real bad. And so I know it's going to be pushback, but I'm curious what people have to say. So go to the comment section. Let me know what you think. Share around, get the conversation started. Thumbs up, subscribe. And remember, stay up and bear down.